What's up, everybody? It's your boy Silver Kissy for Clever. This is a no intro. Let's get started. First and foremost, I've been having fun with Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I just want to go ahead and talk about what I think of the overall arc of Pokemon Sun and Moon so far. What have I experienced, and what do I like about the game and the anime. So it's hard to say because we just got into it, but I just want to go ahead and give my impressions on it so far. This is what I think about the game so far. So, I think the game is really good. I think the game has a structure like any other Pokemon game. It's like more story driven than what Pokemon is usually trying to accomplish. I mean, yeah, Pokemon Gen 5 had a lot of story to it, and Gen 6, but not as much as Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's like every step you take, everything you do is a part of the story in a way that I think that Pokemon has never showed us before. So what I'm thinking about is how this game has a new structure to it that Pokemon has never had before, and I think it's a great structure for a change. This is Game Freak breaking away from the 8 gym leaders and the Elite Four, and just saying, "Hey, look, we can make a driven Pokemon game just like a regular RPG." But though that structure, in order to fulfill the gaps of the gyms and the Elite Four, you know, to say the least, it's still structured. Like you can't go nowhere until like you complete this or you do this specific story thing. Like at one point in my story in the game, I had to go meet up with Professor Kukui, and Lily wouldn't let me by until I met up with him. And you know what? I just went ahead and met up with them, and it was a big part of the story too. And even when the game is limited, you're not limited from adventuring out to find Zygarde cores or items or other Pokemon. It just lets you do it even when you're limited to where you can go, which I think is a big plus on my part. It's usually with Pokemon, you'll go to an area you have seen and been there, and you're stuck to the area until you beat that gym leader and you get a specific move until like you're able to move on. That's the Pokemon structure that we had a long time, and Pokemon Sun and Moon just throws that out the window. And that's what makes Pokemon Sun and Moon so good. I also find myself searching for more Pokemon in this game than ever. Pokemon that I already caught in previous games, I'm now searching for them. As you can see in this video, I did a little bit at the beginning, but yeah, I had more fun searching for Pokemon than I did doing the story though. But that's because that's the part of the game that's Pokemon been about, searching for Pokemon. When it came to Pokemon games, I always ignored a lot of new Pokemon and I just captured the ones I just really wanted. No, in this game, I'm working to capture every single Pokemon. And I think that right there is an accomplishment that Pokemon has accomplished with this game. I felt like the structure of just going in the bushes, just finding Pokemon, was he getting a little dull, no little risk reward. But now I am over here like, hey, look, now I can discover new variants of old Pokemon. I can discover new Pokemon. I can discover Pokemon that like I had in other regions, but I didn't bother to catch because I was not into it. But now I'm just into it. It's a good game overall. I think Pokemon Sun and Moon has a great system. The only problem I have with Pokemon Sun and Moon so far is how high my Pokemon keeps going, even when I need them to stay low to be on this tastic of the Pokemon game. Like with Pokemon games, I generally like to stay with the level of the trainers I fight, the gym leaders I'm about to face. So this way I can have a balanced, even game. I don't have to overpower my Pokemon. I can just win with skills. Even if I'm lower than the gym leader, I can still win with skills. I think that's also kind of cool. But with the Pokemon Sun and Moon, I keep overpowering while I'm even not trying to overpower. Like I'm trying to use my Pokemon at the same time as use the XP share. So this way, the hell, like even though they're not battering, they still get a little bit of XP just to gain themselves a little bit. But you know what? I may have to cut that off in order to stop that. But that's all my thoughts on the game. Let's move on to the anime. Yes, the anime portion of this video. Now, Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, since the recording of this video, it's 4 episodes in Japan. However, we got 2 English episodes that aired in the UK. As y'all don't know, Pokemon is going to Disney Channel in the US instead of Cartoon Network. And you know what? I don't blame them because you have to be up pretty early on Saturday mornings. And Saturday is basically sleeping day where you can just snooze away, man. You have to be pretty up in the early in order to catch the viewing of Pokemon, the anime on Cartoon Network. On Disney Channel or Disney XD, you're going to be able to see all the Pokemon episodes. If you even missed the Pokemon episodes, Disney have a habit of running reruns to catch you up. So if you haven't seen Pokemon Sun and Moon, then you're gonna catch a rerun of it and you're gonna get to see it. So that's my thing on this. But the anime itself, my God, I thought that I was gonna hate this anime due to the new look and the style because of Ash and the characters. Well, the characters look fine. They look like they've been in Pokemon forever, but Ash just look like a redesigned mess. Now, to be clear, parts of Ash looks good, and sometimes Ash can look straight ass. That's what I gotta say, because the animation with Ash is all over the place. I mean, at some parts he looks like his old self, and then some other parts he looks like his new self. Then some parts it's just a mix, and it's just all over the place with the animation and stuff with Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. But the Pokemon are definitely animated well, and I do enjoy the kind of what's that company Ginobili style feeling it has to it, because some of the Pokemon doesn't look like its game counterpart, which that's to be expected because it's the anime and the games. They're not gonna look the same. But some of them has really, really great fluid motions. Like I love how Litten looks in the anime. I love how Popplio moves. It's just a good thing to see. And the music is like a tropical theme of what's in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like the festival theme that we heard at E3, that is like the discussion theme, like when they're in the Pokemon school or something and they're just talking, it just plays in the background like a normal little theme. It's like a soft remix of the song anyway. And then the opening song in the Japanese version, so far, the opening song is catchy as crap. And when it comes to the American version, well, so far we don't got the American version, but we got a UK version, which we all know is going to be the American version because it's already translated in English. But we don't have an intro. We have that little prompt that look like Pokemon Generations have. Like it shows the word Pokemon Generation is cut to the episode. It's no catchy theme song. Well, at least not yet because this is the first 2 episodes. Yeah, give or take a few. But I already like the catchy opening. I already like the animations. I already like the characters. They make the trial captains have so much personality to them, more so than they do in the game. We already know Milo's a chef. We already know Lana is a great fisherman. We already know Sophocles is a geek, and Kawi, he's just a try hard acting fire hula dancer. We already know about them, but they actually display themselves as some people who has personality traits. In the game, especially with Lily, in the game, Lily takes care of Navi and pets Navi and loves Pokemon but don't like to see them battle. In the anime, Lily is afraid of Pokemon. What? But it is so freaking cool. The anime is so good. I really do love Samson Oak. He is a little joke character because he always do poke puns every time he like greets, say something, and he basically, well, we all know he's a lowland research scientist, but that, and then there's Kukui, who is the professor of the school. He basically teaches the trial captains Lily and Ash, and it's just a big bag of fun to be enjoyed with every episode so far. So far, I am loving that ending theme is such good. You should hear the ending theme. I had my earphones on for hours listening to it earlier, and I could not stop listening to it. But anywho, these are my impressions so far on Pokemon Sun and Moon as the series as far. I truly think that Gen 7 is going to be awesome, anime wise and game wise. But anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm out of here. Deuces.